Hi there, everyone. This is Krissy from In the Stars by Krissy.com. So, I'm making this video just to give a reaction video dun sa Love Bites Miss Astrologer. And as you all know, and sa mga hindi nakakaalam, they actually have noted my name under that video because the story came from me. And a lot of people actually know this. And for some reason, after ng paglabas ng premiere, ang daming nagme-message sa akin about certain things, about the video in itself. So, I was actually inclined to make this video to share you guys some thoughts that I have and some background story into this. Kasi to be honest guys, this is actually a 10-year relationship that I had and that they made it pack into 20 minutes video. So that's actually the reason why there's a lot of time skips in the video because technically Love Bites is more of short story lang talaga siya dapat and based on true events that has occurred to people in various elements of life in various kinds of people, all of those kinds of things. And by the way, this is an MMK project. So ayun, at first actually guys, nung when they reached out to me, they actually wanted just to have an insight of an astrologer and how a story is going to be like if they add an element, something that has a lot to do with astrology, tarot, and stuff like that. But along the way, they started to want to ask me about my clients, the story ng clients ko, and stuff like that, which I did naman. I did not disclose any form of information. But for some reason, they got interested to the story of my personal life, which at that time, hindi ko masyado pinag-isipan na gagawin nilang story itself talaga. So yun, dun siya nag-start and then sabi nila, they will let me know if my story get picked out. And I was not thinking too much about it kasi isip ko, alam mo yun, if they're saying it like that, meaning pwedeng hindi mapili. So parang, who cares, diba? And then nagulat na lang ako one day, bigla lang sinabi na, Miss Krissy, congrats, your story got chosen. And I was like, what? And I was like, alin doon? Yung personal story mo. And I was like, I was totally mind blown about this idea. So, ayun lang. So, dun siya nag-start talaga and sobrang, ewan ko, siguro nung hindi pa nag-start ang lahat, hindi nagsisink in sa akin yung buong setup ng, alam mo yon kung how this is gonna be because this is actually a new project that MMK is wanting to deliver to the public talaga kasi nga everything is online na. But anyway, so doon siya, yan yung startup kung bakit alam mo yon bakit nag-decide yung yung Miss Astrologer vibe and stuff like that. So, yun siya. So, I really cannot play the entire video over here kasi there's going to be copyright issues. So, I would suggest you guys na if hindi nyo pa napapanood yung video, panoorin nyo sa YouTube. Free lang siya. Just go to ABS-CBN Entertainment YouTube channel and you can watch the entire series. Google nyo lang Love Bites Miss Astrologer and it will pop up in your screen. So I suggest everyone to watch it up and I hope na meron kayong lesson na makuha from it. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to uh, have the video opening on this side of the screen so that, and then ipopause ko na lang siya from time to time pag may mga reaction ako. Basically, it's actually very, very funny. This actually started, they asked more about my own experiences kung paano ako nag-start with astrology or having all of these kind of things. And the very beginning ng stage ng story nito is actually really funny because ito yung mga moments na parang nag-start ako, I think, I told them about my experience during my high school days. And someone courted me ng matagal. I think, they courted me for a year. And then, nung sinagot ko siya, nag-last lang yung relationship namin for 2 years. So, imagine that. And we broke up. And we broke up kasi, yung guy, tsaka yung so-called best friend ko during that time, is having a thing. And for me, it's like, it's just causing a lot of dramas. Like, nagugulat na lang ako, bakit sila nagte-text? Parang, ang off naman nun. Even though na high school pa lang ako nun, alam ko naman na parang that's like a red flag or something like that. And it's very, very frustrating on my end as well. Kasi hindi naman ako very sweet person to begin with. So, ayun. So, maybe guys like girls who are sweet. I don't know. So, I just let it be, and then for some reason that guy decided to date another one of my friends, which I don't really know why gusto niya i-date lahat ng kaibigan ko during that time. So, this scene is actually depicting that, though hindi naman ako masyadong nagdrama during this time, but I really think that the production itself and the film, they want to give that element na parang merong mga guys in my life that are, courting me for such a long time, investing a lot of time towards me, and then biglang wala. Alam mo yun, may mga ganong elements and stuff like that. Though technically that is just part of like my high school life, but for the rest of it naman, I was like, I was telling them that I'm very, very intuitive, and halos lahat ng mga sinasabi ko nangyayari. And it's not me bragging or anything, but it's really the normal for me, for the most part of my life. And a lot of my close friends actually know that. So, ayun. So, doon nila pinapasok yung element ng, alam mo yun, may sinasabi ako, tapos nangyayari siya for some whatever reason. So, so ganyan yung setup na nangyayari sa scene sa early stage ng scene na ito. So, which is really, really funny kasi, I also told my best friend, yung best friend ko right now, I told her na, alam mo, bakit kaya ang sobrang dramatic ng life ko? I really don't understand. I tried helping a lot of people as much as I can naman, and I do get to help them, but for some reason, why is my life so dramatic? Like, why cannot it be simple? Alam mo, one of these days, magugulat na lang ako na nasa MMK na yung buhay ko. Which is really, really funny if you think about it. Kasi I was not really wanting to manifest that. Sinabi ko lang siya out of nowhere years ago. And here I am, accidentally having this video based upon my life and stuff like that. So, yun lang, share ko lang siya na one of those, weird situations na hindi ko naman hinanap, hindi ko rin ginusto, pero nangyari. So, so dito siya pumapasok. So, like I said, there's a lot of time skip in this video, and a lot of frustrations in my life if you would think more about it. So yun. So here, meron akong palm reader. I actually met the girl. Yung girl na to is like, hindi talaga siya palm reader in itself. It's just that she was born with certain abilities, due to her family circumstances. Meron, parang ano sila eh, witch born sila. And hindi yung witch-witchan. Yung talagang authentic na yung buong pamilya talaga nila and generations nila is witches. So, the way she actually reads palm reading is actually very different from what we know, yung alam natin now. Yung mga nalaman kasi natin now na parang, oh, pag meron kang M sa hands mo or sa palm mo, meaning mayaman ka. Those are really more of a BS kind of thing. Yung mga symbolism na ganyan, the way she read palm reading is really more detailed. Parang very, very specific as well. Which I kind of feel na parang siguro yun yung mas authentic kind of way of reading palm readings. I don't know. But that was her way, and madalas talaga kung ano yung mga sinasabi nila nangyayari. And alam mo yung mga ganyan. So during that time, I actually met already the guy that is being depicted in this video. But during that time, hindi ko pa rin sure kung ano exactly or sino talaga yung sinasabi niya. Kasi she was just telling me na parang there was someone in your past na babalik sa buhay mo. And then you will also get to meet someone very important into your life. And ano siya, parang soulmate or twin flame mo siya, ganyan. And actually, because of certain elements ng palm mo, merong, hindi kasi lahat ng tao nami-meet ang twin flame nila, but you have the chance to actually meet your twin flame in the real world, in the real life, ganyan. And for some reason, alam mo yun, marami kang mga struggles with this person, and mamahalin mo itong tao na 'to throughout the rest of your life. May ganyan yung element ng story actually. So, ito yung area na dine-depict nitong scene na ito, which is actually really, really funny as well. Na parang kasi during that time, ayoko na kasi talaga mag-love life. Parang hindi ako gano'n ka-interested with guys as a whole. So, parang nakakapagod and stuff like that. So, 'yan siya. So, kumbaga nagkaroon ng forward time skip and then nag-backward ulit tayo doon sa time na first time na meet ko 'tong guy na 'to, which is during my OJT years, during college actually, which na ayoko talagang gawin. Ayoko talagang mag-OJT so dinelay ko siya ng dinelay and then I met this person. I'm not sure if you guys saw that scene. Yung part na parang yung part na may nagbabaw na guy na 90-degree angle, I was very, very specific when I told them that. I saw during the OJT, I was like, I was like bored out of my mind. And then I saw a guy there na nagbabaw ng 90-degree angle. I mean, sabi ko, sino tong weirdong to? Sobrang weird, sobrang nerd. Well, hindi talaga siya nerd, pero para sa akin, masyado kang pagod siya. Yung gano'ng klaseng, situation. So, it was very, very funny. I really like the actor kasi sobrang na-depict niya yung ugali, yung mannerism and movement ng guy talaga. Masyadong masyadong pa-cute, ganyan, na parang during that time napapaano na lang ako, eh, which is actually really funny. Tingin siya ng tingin sa'kin to the point na parang yung katabi kong girl sabi ko, "May tae ba sa mukha ko?" Bakit tingin na tingin sa'kin yung guy na 'to na mapraning na ako, sobrang sobrang weirdo, yung ganyan. So, yeah, this guy really made me feel awkward and mapapansin niyo masyadong maraming mga situations here na parang very unrealistic, na parang hindi mo akalain na mangyayari in real life. Though medyo exaggerated yung nasa film, of course, because, it's a film. Pero there was actually a time when we actually first met, like the moment na pumasok ako sa room ng OJT, nagkatinginan kami and it feels as if the time had stopped. And I don't know why, hindi naman ako attracted sa kanya. Actually, hindi ko siya type during that time. I mean, hindi ko pa rin naman siya type, pero alam mo yun, parang there's something that has drawn me with that person technically. So, and I kind of feel weird about it kasi parang yung pagtingin niya sa akin parang he's seeing through me. He's seeing through my soul kind of thing, which is something that I've never experienced in my entire life at all. Yung parang sobrang sobrang gulat na lang ako na bakit 'to nangyayari. And then I actually told them that throughout the course of the OJT moments, I was like writing in my notebook, like for example, day one, meron ako na-meet na weird guy. He's like super, super, super weird. I also don't know why I wrote those things or why I decided writing them kasi hindi naman ako nag-diary. But I did. And then, yun yung bagay na hindi na isali dito sa story na ito is yung momentum ng pag-build up na nangyari sa isang araw lang. Na parang parang every time na tumitingin siya sa akin, nafi-feel ko na may tumitingin sa akin. So, titingin ako back sa kanya. So, on and off, ganun yung dynamics na nangyayari. So, parang sobrang weird lang siya for me, in a nutshell. So yun. And then, every time na parang, actually, before pa niya ako lapitan, parang, alam mo yung feeling na nakakasense ako na lalapitan ba ako nito? Tatabihan ba ako nito sa paglalakad? And every time I think about that, it's as if nade-detect niya yung utak ko. Ginagawa niya kung ano yung sinasabi ko sa utak ko or yung assumptions ko. And then, dumating sa point na nagsi-cellphone ako and then, iniisip ko sa sarili ko na parang, tatanungin ba niya number ko? Mga ganyan. Or tatanungin ba niya kung may boyfriend ako or something like that. I'm not even interested with a guy, but for some reason, I'm having all those thoughts to myself. And then for some reason, every time talaga na may siniisip ako, Yung ginagawa niya parang, "May boyfriend ka? Sinong kausap mo? Boyfriend mo?" Ganyan. Hindi niya tinanong directly. Yun yung sinabi niya. And then sinagot ko and then sabi ko, "No, hindi. May kausap lang ako." Ganyan. And then tinanong niya number ko and ako naman, binigay ko naman. Binigay ko naman yung number ko. So, gano'n yung dynamics namin and stuff like that. And then, yeah, it was a very, very weird experience. And then, ayun nga, dito pumapasok yung, I think ito yung depiction nun na nagkaroon ng time-stopping moments ng pagtitinginan namin sa isa't isa. So, that's what it is showing over here. And then, makikita nyo dyan later on na may texting moments na parang sinasabi din dyan na parang tingin ng tingin yung guy. The guy has been doing a lot of weird stuff. Alam mo, may mga times pa nga na parang, alam mo, hahawakan niya yung chin ko out of nowhere. Tapos parang sisigaw na lang siya ng, "Hi, hi." Alam mo yun? Tapos parang nakikita ng lahat ng tao, which is for me so embarrassing kasi hindi naman ako ganun ka-open na tao. Medyo private ako and stuff like that. So, ayun. And then, yeah, siguro nung gabi, nung first um, introduction or parang orientation ng OJT, nag-text agad siya sa akin ng, um, "Will you have a romantic relationship with me?" Sabi ko, "What? Sobrang weird. Bakit ako nito ite-text ng gano'n?" Sobrang na-weirdohan ako. Tapos sabi ko, "Joke ba 'to?" Alam mo yun? Is it a prank? And stuff like that. So, sobrang weird. And that is nang start ng, yun yung pagsisimula talaga ng, I guess, courtship niya or so you call it. Pero, alam mo yun, yung parang, it's very, very weird. Alam mo yun, kabataan days, kumbaga. So, yun siya. So one thing din na parang hindi natin talaga gano'n ka-aware is that during that time, hindi pa ako talaga totally into astrology and stuff. I'm very intuitive but hindi ko naman i-relate agad sa kanya na, "Scorpio ka ba? Scorpio ba ako?" Yung mga ganyan. So, wala namang gano'n na nangyari. So I guess that they had to add this scene so that viewers will know na I'm an astrologer and I work with the dynamics of, compatibility issues and stuff like that. So, yun. So, doon siya pumapasok. Pero technically, ang nangyari kasi niyan is, ang totoong nangyari niyan is ayoko talagang sagutin yung guy. But for some reason, he was getting really, really flustered na, bakit kaya ako hindi sinasagot ng girl na to? Kasi usually, whenever I put some attention sa girl, nagi-give in sila agad. Parang nagiging kami agad. Pero for some reason, with me, hindi ko daw yung ginagawa. So, he was like getting concerned. And doon niya sinasabi na parang wala ba talaga akong chance and stuff like that. So, ayun. So, basically, we had to shorten the film kasi. So, we need to add a lot of mixed element into the story para mas maintindihan ng viewers ko ano yung mga nangyayari. And shortcut na din kasi it's a 10-year relationship nga tulad ng sabi ko. So, yun. So, there was a lot of faded situation over here. And also, it was actually really true na nag-delay din siya ng OJT niya. And ang pinaka-surreal talaga dito is isa lang yung in-applyan kong OJT company. And then siya rin, isa lang din. And for me, that was really, alam mo yun, sobrang kakaiba. Kasi what are the chances na sa lahat ng company na in-applyan namin, doon kami nag-meet sa iisang location na yon ng sabay. Alam mo yun? Nandun siya, nandun ako. Tapos yun lang din yung only company na in-applyan namin, which is like out of this world. Parang for me, it's like, alam mo yun, syempre bata pa ako nun. So, syempre, parang iba yung may isip ko. Iba yung feeling na parang, it could be something special, something magical. So, yun. And also, the entire series of our relationship was moving really, really fast. To the point na parang, andun na ako sa point na parang sobrang settled na ako with the guy. And I kind of feel na parang, alam mo yun, wala akong urge to find someone else for some reason, and I was really, really at my happiest stage of my life during that time. So ayun siya. Yun yung mga moments na parang love is like very important to me. Mga ganyan. So that was like, how the relationship is and how things develop, and ayun. And then, pagdating sa scene na ito yung time na nag-start na talaga ako with my professional reading. So, they actually know na I started with my clients internationally. So, nag-video ako, video recording, and I do horoscopes and stuff like that. So, that's where things are. And even though, nangyari ito siguro after na ano, nagkaroon na kami ng breakup, on and off relationship, eventually when he found out about my job or what I'm passionate about, he was actually very supportive about it. And yun yung idea na pinapakita sa scene na ito, na parang he was not really judgmental with the stuff that I have. Kasi technically, when you're into astrology and tarot, a lot of guys really shy away from those kinds of things. They think you're weird or stuff like that. So, this is the element wherein he was really being supportive. And for me, that was actually a big deal na you actually have someone who is supporting you all the way sa passion mo and sa mga belief system mo and stuff like that. Which I really see as a major plus when I'm, dating someone, or wanting to date someone. Yun nga rin yung reason kung bakit sa sobrang dami na nagyayaya sa akin mag-date, hindi ko sila tinatanggap kasi feeling ko hindi naman nila matatanggap yung part of me na, alam mo yun, into the new age and metaphysics kind of stuff. So, yun. There's a lot of happy and blissful moments, and if you actually see the entire video, you will actually see that there's a lot of cutesy moments sa entire series na ito. Sa entire episode, sorry, not series. And then, siguro this one is like, itong scene na to is actually, pumapasok na yung mga complicated parts of our life. And it's also a nature of growing up. During that time, he already graduated and may work na rin siya. Ako, hindi pa actually. And this is actually that time na we actually broke up already. We already broke up. And then, he just came by to actually tell me na aalis siya, papunta siya ng Singapore dahil nga sa problems na na-encounter niya in the Philippines. So, certain issues and stuff like that. Being, with certain groups of people, na papunta siya sa mga masasamang tao. And, alam mo yun, may mga bad influences din involved and stuff like that. So, yun siya. So, technically, in the real life situation, we actually already broke up with that situation. And then, for me, during that time, since aalis na siya, para sa akin, that's done, that's over. Ayoko na. Ganyan. But for some reason, yung pagdating siguro ng second OJT ko, which I did in a different company naman. And I was supposed to date someone else, which is someone well-known na nowadays. Pero during that time, hindi pa siya ganun ka-well-known. I was supposed to date that guy. Pero I suddenly stopped myself kasi dumating siya and he wanted to work things out with me even though na nasa Singapore siya. And eventually, syempre, nag-give in ako. Pumayag ako to went with an LDR relationship even though it's not really my thing. So we had to compact this scene like this talaga para mag-fit yung situation. So yun. So what yung number one thing no na hindi talaga alam ng tao. This is the scene wherein nagkaroon ng twist. Kasi in this scene, ang dating dito is he actually cheated behind my back, which technically was not true kasi honestly, when he tried to work things out with me, ang hindi ko alam is may ibang babae na pala siya doon. So technically, he cheated someone else for me ang nangyari. And some people might find it flattering, and at some point it can be flattering as well. Pero, eventually nagkaroon ng maraming cases na he will find another girl and then lagi siyang hindi masaya sa mga girls na he's with. And then he would end up always looking for me because I was the only one who was able to like, make him happy emotionally and stuff like that, and all of those kinds of things. So, yun. Pero, yeah, over here, pinapakita rin talaga ng scene na parang, alam mo yun, na nakakaramdam ako. I know when things are wrong talaga. Those kinds of things. And, yun nga rin talaga yung mga reasonings, no, na parang, um, syempre, when you are, nasa across distance ka, hindi madali ang bagay-bagay. So, those things can be a big factor for most cases of, real life, mature situation. So, so yon. So, ito siguro sa lahat ng scenes, ito siguro yung pinaka medyo far-fetched sa reality kasi I never really you know work with that and stuff like that. And yung mistake ko lang siguro, if I would be honest, is that I allowed that situation to actually happen just because I do have feelings for that person, which I think a lot of girls naman will tend to fall trap to, lalo na pag mahal nila. Parang kahit na mali, go pa rin sila, yung ganyan. So, ayun. So, it has been like that for years. And it has been a very complicated journey. And totoo din naman yung sinabi nila, no, sa video na, yeah, I do travel to him like that, on and off. Sometimes pupunta siya dito, pero for the most part, I always travel to him kasi nga may mga complications siya. So, and there was actually a time, nandito na tayo sa end ng video. There was a time actually na we did talk about settling down. And naisip daw niya and na-realize niya na ako talaga yung mahal niya and stuff like that. And he wants to settle down and stuff like that. Pero I realized na, alam mo yun, parang ayoko na kasi sana talaga. As like, I was at the last end of the stick na during that time. And then he brought up marriage in the picture. And during that time, wala na rin lahat. Iniwan na rin niya lahat ng yung mga other girls niya and stuff like that. And then he decided na he wants to settle with me during that time. In which case, actually, contrary sa clip na ito, sa video na to, I actually agreed to be with him during that time. Pero, alam mo yun, nung na-realize ko na parang, may problema ka na naman, girl. Ay, sorry. May problema na naman siya. Alam mo yun, na parang napapaisip na ako na parang bakit laging ito? Why does everything needs to be so complicated? So, which was really hard for me kasi maybe hindi naman talaga niya intention na ganun ang situation. Maybe nagkataon lang ang lahat. I don't know. Pero for me, pagod na ako. Parang I've been like making a lot of tiis for almost 10 years. And I kind of feel that I deserve something better. And nandun na din ako sa point na I've realized na I'm way too damaged na in this relationship or in this situation, or I've done a lot of things na, alam mo yun, kumbaga for me, may mga taon na hindi mo na mababawi kasi masyado mo na siyang inubos sa isang tao. And you did not even give chances to others, even though sobrang dami nagyaya sa akin mag-date and stuff like that. But I chose to be loyal to him and stuff like that. So for me, parang I appreciate it, but I think it's too late. And andun na rin ako sa point na parang feeling ko, if I actually gave up in this relationship, I don't think he will go in great lengths to be with me. Like I will do for him if ako yung tao na yun. Kung ako yung gagawa ng way. So parang for me, yun yung sad thing. And andun din yung feeling na parang, yun yung time na parang sabi ko sa sarili ko na parang feeling ko, sa dami ng breakups namin ng guy na to, eto na talaga yung end. Parang, this is really the end. Hindi na kami talaga magkakabalikan nito. Which, hindi naman na talaga kami nagkabalikan. Sa mga nagtatanong, nasaan na daw si Ellie? By the way, that's not his name. Very, very close to that, ang name niya. Pero hindi na talaga kami nagkabalikan yan. At the very least, iniwan ko na talaga siya. I mean, nag-email pa siya sa akin actually. But for some reason, hindi ko siya nabasa. Nabasa ko siya a year too late na nung kinontak niya ako. So, yun, nagulat din ako bakit niya ako kinontak. So, yun. So, yeah, and this was actually quite fresh. Years ago lang to. Mga sabihin natin, 2019 lang ata to, 2018, 2019. And then, yun nga, parang nag-focus na lang talaga ako sa work and stuff like that. So, that's how things ended at that point. Yung bagay na hindi talaga namin sinali dito is the fact that I'm actually already at the happiest stage of my life. Like, hindi ko na siya iniisip. I just think of this more of an experience, honestly. It's more of a learning experience, and for me, I just want people to know na parang even though na actually hindi ko rin na-mention sa inyo na there was a time I did our compatibility nitong guy na 'to, and even though we are really compatible to each other, we work well together, and super okay kami sa isa't isa. Sometimes even though you guys are compatible, minsan hindi pa rin siya mag-work out kung may mga certain flags. Compatible kami, but there's actually certain flags na quite alarming. Pero for me, during that time, hindi pa ako masyado into professional astrology. So for me, parang iniisip ko na lang na may free will naman, kaya pa siya. Pwede naman sigurong hindi naman totally absolute yung bagay-bagay. Baka naman pwede nating effortan pa siya, ganyan. So, it took me the hard way to actually realize that na parang minsan kapag hindi talaga mag-work, hindi talaga mag-work, ganyan. So yes, um, compatibility is important, pero yung capacity and capability to actually stay with someone or make an effort or yung kung ano man yung mga major elements na meron kayo can actually make or break the relationship. That is actually what I've come to realize, and for the most part, yan yung bagay na sinishare ko sa mga clients ko when I do readings with them and stuff like that. So, yun. Pagka kunyari, in short, anything that is too good to be true can actually be quite alarming for the most part. Kailangan yung sakto lang, yung ganun. So, madalas, ganyan yung element. And, honestly, for me, okay na ako about it. So, sobrang dami talaga nagme-message sa'kin na, "Miss Krissy, may love life ka pala. Ang sad naman, ganyan, ganyan." Actually, it was really sad for me siguro before, but I'm actually really okay now. Ang bagay na hindi namin shinare sa video na ito is I actually have someone else na. And this one, and the person that yung gusto ko talagang ibigay as a lesson here is that, um, he- um, alam mo yung feeling na parang feeling mo, akala mo siya na kasi because of certain mga coincidences about your life. Pero minsan hindi pa talaga. And even though na parang feeling mo siya na talaga at wala ka ng ibang pwedeng maging future with, that may not always be the case. That may not always be the case. You might find someone better who will treat you a lot better than, the person that you had with. And minsan kasi talaga pag may mga soulmate or twin flame connection kayo, there are certain lessons that you guys need to go through. And I kind of feel na siya, may natutunan siya on his end. And ako rin, may natutunan din ako on my end of the situation. And we both are happy now. I hope na happy siya. And also, yung hindi ko lang na-mention dyan is, mapapansin nyo na hindi gumalaw si Ellie. And that is actually because of, I left him. Kasi technically, nag-agree na ako. And then, I decided na, you know what? I can't. I broke up with him basically, and hindi ko na tinuloy kung ano man yung dapat naming ituloy. Kasi like for me, I think I deserve something much better and much more than what he's giving me. So, ayun. Accidents happen and a lot of people were like asking me, honestly, this is something that you've always wanted. Why is it that you never continued being with that guy? You had the chance to be with him kasi technically marriage is on the table na. Why didn't you do it? Like for me, there's a lot of things that is making me feel insecure about the relationship. So, I kind of feel na parang for me to be with someone, you need to give me more, to do something much more better, or to make me feel or believe na this is actually worth fighting for. Yung mga ganong bagay. So, ganun siya actually. So, a lot of drama was involved. Pero yun, um, now I'm with someone na who's doing a lot of effort for me, and who actually makes plans for the future with me, and is a lot more giving and really supportive, and alam mo yun, tanggap din niya yung work ko, and actually he is more interested, and he tries to understand how things work, and he respects what I say and stuff like that. So ayun, hindi siya into spirituality itself, but alam mo yun, he pays a lot of attention, and I'm really, really happy just for that. So, sa mga nagtatanong ko na nasaan na si Ellie, hindi ko alam kung nasaan na siya. Pero, ayun lang. Even though there was no cheating involved, there is technically some cheating pa rin naman kasi pag inisip po ng mabuti is that even though he cheated someone else for me, wala namang kasiguraduhan na hindi siya mag-cheat sa akin 'pag naging kami na talaga yung official. I mean, naging kami talaga official, pero technically 'pag alam mo yun, 'pag, settled na yung relationship, you don't know because he did things na dapat hindi niya ginagawa or hindi niya dapat ginawa, yung mga gano'n. So, there was a lot of elements of those things. So, yun lang. And kung ano man yung story ko with this other new person, that is going to be a different story in itself. But, ayun, ano siya, pinanood din niya actually yung episode. Sabay kami nanood, and it was, he actually find it good. He treats it as a drama. Drama of my life. Kumbaga, it's like, siya actually nagsabi sa akin na 10 years back into 20 minutes. And he said that the production was really good and stuff like that. So, ayun. So yeah, yun lang ang gusto kong i-share sa inyo. Actually, um, there's a lot of, astrological components din talaga yung life, yung story na ito. Kumbaga. And yun yung gusto nating i-deliver here. I-deliver here na parang not everything naman is parang set in stone all the time. And hindi porket sinabi sa'yo na soulmate or twin flame, meaning dapat mo sundin or alam mo yun. Kasi when we do readings, no, we do say stuff, pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na absolute talaga siya and stuff like that. And sometimes, if things are not gonna work, it's not gonna work kahit na gaano pa ka-intense or strong ang connection ninyo. If it does not fit to the real life, situation, or if ikaw lang yung gumagawa, siya hindi, it might not exactly work. So for me, yung pinaka lesson ko here talaga is really more of don't waste your time on someone. Yung pinaka ayoko talaga is like I tell this to my friends, to my clients na ang pinaka ayoko is for someone to waste their entire life with someone else, because that is what I did. And I really regretted that part. I mean, I do not really regret meeting with this person because he's been part of my life, and he will always be a special part of my life. Sobrang laking part niya ng life ko. And it's, I don't think I can ever like, forget about the experience I had with him, kasi that's just very, very surreal. Pero for me, I have already accepted that it's part of my past, and it's something that I'm not really gonna, think about it so much anymore, because right now I'm just happy of what happened kasi if I did not meet him, then I would not be the person that I am now, and I would not meet certain people in my life na na-meet ko ngayon. Ayoko ba sabihin, pero ayun lang siya. So, yeah, yun lang yung pinaka-lesson ko sa lahat ng tao. And this is me just sharing, my thoughts about the situation. Also, I'm doing this as a remedy of my own chart because of the solar eclipse na mangyayari on October 25. And speaking of that, so October 25 is a solar eclipse all about releasing, purging, and coming out and expressing or revealing secrets. And that's what I'm doing right now. And if you guys are into astrology, that's also what you can do for yourself. It really depends. Pero yun lang. So, it's removing things that are toxic and difficult in your life. So, ayun, if you want to have a transit reading to know how that is going to affect you, and if you want to book a reading with me, you can always go to my website in the stars by Krissy.com. So, yun lang. And I just wanted to share you guys about this. And I'm really, really thankful na maraming taong nag-enjoy. Sobrang dami lang tao. Gusto na part 2, ganyan-ganyan. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any part 2. But I hope na magkaroon sila ng sarili nilang story, sariling movie. And because I kind of feel that their connection nilang dalawa, nila Kobe, is actually really, really good. So, thank you sa lahat ng mga nagme-message sa akin. Nagtatanong kung nasaan yung kung ano na nangyari sa story, yung ganyan. Pero, yeah, thank you po. And, yun lang ang reaction ko with this video. See you. Bye.